Hey Toots. Sup Brian. No mic on yet. How's it going? No problem. Amazing. How you? Not bad. Nice smiling face with smiling eyes.
EA Sports and the PGA
Need a
Tour
new shaft.
are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon, it's live third-round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational, presented by MasterCard. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday
Hello
leaderboard.
Keith.
We're looking at a tie at the top at 7 under par. Let's get into the action as we pick things up at the par 3 7th. So a fine Saturday here, Frank, and we start to think about what this weekend might hold in store for our featured golfer in the hunt here on the first page of the leaderboard, looking for
Sup,
that
Brian.
golden goose, a first PGA Tour win, and all that goes with it. In terms of nerves, I would have to think this is the most pressure-filled situation this young golfer has ever faced.
Without doubt, Rich. I think if you follow the maturation process, though, when you first turn pro, a new golf course every week, that takes a little bit of time to get used to. Now you start to see your name on the leaderboard. So if you follow
Chilling.
the trend, this is where they should be.
Keith. I need a new shaft and balls. Chew on the thing. Face with tears of joy. I'm chillin' at work, waiting on big wigs to leave so I can play golf.
And that one wanders off to the right, so time to see if the wedge can save him. Second shot now, here at the par 3.
Nice smiling face with smiling eyes. I'm ready.
Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll remain at 4 under.
Doesn't look like
As
it.
he stepped to the tee here at the 8th, what are you seeing?
Another hole that suits the long hitter, Rich. That bunker just over 300 yards. The further you get down there, the shorter club you have in over the water.
You can win this. I may never recover from this.
That will do just fine. Frank, as we look at the approach shot here at the 8th, no doubt a player would be happy to walk out of here with a par.
Oh, no doubt about that at all. Really
Had a good spot today as well.
Somewhere in the middle of the screen. Don't really want to be messing with the front. If you have
1 hour long run time.
That's going to need to go. Yeah, that is into the water in front of this 8th green.
Quit. SHT. Reset soldier. I don't quit.
All right, so he'll take his drop, and with a penalty stroke added, that'll become his 4th now to the par 4. Nicely judged, though it's 4-5 here at the par 3. And he's going to slide backwards to 3 under par.
You're a pillar of the community.
At Bay Hill with a 474-yard par 4. It's tough to make par from that fairway bunker on the left, so play accordingly. It's a consistent theme here at Bay Hill.
Face with tears of
If you can
joy.
carry it 300 yards.
Bay Hill always favors the longer hitter.
I put the pill in pillar.
Those trees are like brick walls today. Hit that and went straight down into the rough.
Walking the course today, let's bring in Notah Begay III.
He's looking at 141 yards to the front, 158 to the hole. Wind definitely hurting in his face.
Ooh, that's where the wayward previous shot will cost you. Failed to reach the green from the rough, and now it's time to scramble. Not going to be easy.
Okay, I'm here. I'm here, everybody. I got a half tub of pure meat fat. Anybody interested? Not just any meat, beef.
Okay, not too bad there.
There he is.
I came in hot. I'm ready to, I got my turkey hat on. I'm ready to swing.
Oh, yes, that's one of those putts that may take on greater importance tomorrow. But for now, that's a good par.
Yeah, well, can I just get another chance at
We
an
start
eagle
the
here so I
backside
can
of Bay Hill with a
at
par
least
four,
finish one under?
400-yard
That'd be
dog
great
leg
if I
to
could
the
finish
right,
this
two
one
bunkers
under.
through the fairway and one on the right. Accuracy
That'd be
off the
absolutely
tee is
amazing.
critical.
Accuracy off the tee is critical. Okay. Well, you know what? We're going for it, boys. Oh no. We better go high. Let the wind carry us to victory. I say we go for it. Let's not even mess around here. Let's see what happens. Come on! Oh, I turned on that one too. Oh, that's money. Oh, that's money. Oh, I should have went to the green straight at it. Would have been close.
Well, that one's finished in the first cut. It's going to be a little bit harder to spin it
What's up,
from there.
Biggity
A
Butts?
little bit of grass around the ball, but
What's up, buddy?
still not too bad.
You got hair all over you, dude. Here, dust off in here on the carpet so I can vacuum it up, bro. Gross. You nasty. You nasty. Slow down. Ship. Go on, go in there. Go, 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 go. Quit being weird about it. Yeah. You're such a weirdo.
The
Shoot.
pace absolutely perfect there. Down the slope. It's in for a birdie.
That's addictive.
And he'll move to
That'll get you
400.
hooked quick. It's like crack.
Another par 4 here, the 11th. It's just under 440 yards. This time,
Chocolate
there's
crack.
water looming left and then bunkers on the right-hand side. It's a pretty good challenge, Frank.
This hole's very similar to the third hole on the front side. 2 bunkers down the right side. Just got to keep it a little.
Just got to keep it a little bit. Come on, we need another birdie at least here.
I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect. And a good result as well.
Wow.
Well, perfect drive, great position, good chance really to attack this flag. That second shot's going to be somewhere between 90 and 100 yards.
We're sailing that thing.
Wow.
Oh, I way shorted it. Shoot, too much, too much. Pulled too much out of that one.
It's hard to get a putt this long on this green.
Okay,
It's a
I
long
understand now.
way
I
away,
understand.
But now you really have
I
to
learned something
concentrate
very
and
important
try
there.
and 2-putt from here because this is very much in the 3-putt zone.
Yeah, now we got to send it. I shorted it. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shooty McShoot shoot. I needed that, man.
11 feet away.
Because this isn't a sure shot even. Man, this is tough. Whew.
Yes.
Oh.
Perfect read there. That is in to save par.
Saved it.
And he'll stay right where he is.
Oh my goodness.
So, Frank, not much movement here on moving day, and even
okay. I
went
went +1 on the day. Yeah.
out of the picture.
Yeah, even
Dang it,
par
man.
on the third round is certainly
They
going
did me
backwards
dirty.
in my.
But I didn't do myself any favors. I needed another birdie and not a bogey. I'll pop a bogey right here. Oh, are we last day already? All right. That's not good. Let's see how we're starting out. I got to play really well. It's going to be tough.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud
Supervisor
to present
just left.
the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, we bring you live final round coverage of the Arnold Palmer
Oh, that's right. I can just say it. Hells yeah.
by MasterCard.
Forgot.
Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. On top, it's Tony Finau. He's at 11 under. Let's get right into the action, starting with the par 3 14th. Final round underway here, and Frank, you look at a golfer like the one we're going to be following today. Rookie on the PGA Tour, has not won yet, but squarely in the hunt here on a Sunday. What do they need to call on here to maybe take a run at winning this thing?
First and foremost, just play. You know, tee it up on that first hole, knock it down, hit it on the green. Never know, might make birdie, might make another one, might make 3, 4 in a row. You never know. And the leaders might falter. So at the end, you have to worry about what you can do. You make a little run, all of a sudden there's a chance, you see your name on the leaderboard, That puts pressure on everybody else. You don't have to worry about that. You do your job.
Oh man, I hit the shit out of
That'll
that.
be too much, club. It's into one of those two bunkers over the back of this 14th green.
I just knocked the skins off of it. Oh man, I gotta keep control here.
Yeah,
My
look
power.
how quick that was.
I can control my
Very
power. I didn't know how
difficult to get that
powerful
to
I was.
stop, even out of the sand.
I'm too
And
powerful.
that race is right on by.
Shit. Well, I'm struggling right now.
That had a pretty good line.
What's
Very
happening?
close to
What's
going
happening
in.
with me? Oh boy, I got the shanks. I got the shanks.
Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And he'll fall back to 5 under. Frank, the 15th, kind of a fun golf hole if you can curve your ball.
Yeah, that's a huge dogleg to the right, isn't it? Yeah, it's much easier if you're a right-hander if you cut it down here. If you don't cut it, then make sure you don't run out down that left side. Now, it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in.
So now from just into that first cut, he'll ready his approach to this par 4.
It's gone left and long, and that first cut ball normally sits up all right. Expect better than that.
Let's bring in Nota Begay the third for a look at birdie.
And this might require just a little extra pace, but it's dead straight.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he moves to 2 under for his round, 6 under for the tournament. Frank, we know at Bay Hill, the finishing stretch allows a player to make some things happen. You can make up some ground. Par 5, 16th. How realistic is birdie or even eagle?
Well, this is where it all starts, and you're right on the money here, Rich. Good tee shot, you can be looking at 3 or 4. Bad tee shot, 6 or 7, and the round goes horribly wrong because you've got 17 and 18 to come. That's beyond long.
That is a sensational play right there, and you have to think that the little helping breeze gave that a nice boost.
He can't be that good.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. A straightforward look here for birdie. This round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And that'll move him to 7 under par. Frank, this is a great hole through the years to watch when the pressure is ratcheted up deep into a round. That is all you want at more than 220 yards.
Plays slightly shorter because it's downhill. The bunker's on the left in play. Even the bunker short right, and of course the water, if you just miss it a bit, that's in play. And the green shapes away from you. This has to be the most difficult par 3 on the golf course.
Oh, yeah, nice shot there, right of the hole, and he'll have that for his birdie. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Oh, how about the run here? That a 3rd consecutive birdie. That's going to move him to 8 under. Frank, now one of the signature holes here at Bay Hill. It's the 18th, scene of quite a bit of history through the years.
Yeah, if you can hit a tee shot around 300 yards, that's going to give you about 150 in. So that's the goal here. The tee shot, wide fairway, but once again, 2nd shot.
Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well.
Hi all, I just had to tell someone yesterday played base tournament, 1st hole bird, 2nd hole eagle, 3rd hole ace, 5 under for 3 holes, finished 11.
Congratulations, my friend. That's amazing. Great round of golf. Well, if I'm the only one you told, I'm glad you told me. It's awesome. It's not easy. Come on. Come on, get up there. Right. Oh, no.
That may be gone.
Chunked it.
The timing definitely off on that swing, and that ball goes straight into the water. So with a shake of the head, he'll take his drop, and now with a stroke added for the penalty, this becomes his 4th to the par 4. Oh, this doesn't look promising. And that ball not wanting to cooperate, and it is into the hazard. So now following the drop, this will become the 6th shot coming up. Time to move on to the next hole. So for our featured golfer, Frank, in the mix much of the week. It'll be a top 10 finish, but maybe a chance to rue a few missed opportunities.
Depends how you look at it. I agree with you. Definitely some missed opportunities, but there's enough good there. So how do they show up next time, though? I think that's the key.
So for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports.
Oh, boy, I had a
PGA
great
Tour
chance
Golf.
at that one that I just absolutely fucked. But you know what? That's the way she goes. What the hell do I care? I learned some valuable lessons.
It is golf's unofficial fifth major. It is the home of the PGA Tour. It is 18 of the most diabolical holes ever strung together. It is visually intimidating. It is narrow fairways. It is water at every turn.
What's happening?
But for the player who outlasts all others, it is the richest prize in golf.
Oh,
It is the Players'
something special
Championship.
here. I'm in the Players' Championship. Oh, shit, I didn't even know it. Oh, boy, the pressure's on. Oh, no. Oh, no, it's too much pressure. I gotta take a
EA
nap.
Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. For over 4 decades, this has been the home of the PGA Tour and the site of its flagship event as we bring you opening round coverage of the Players. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round 1. Our leader is the former Georgia Bulldog, Keith. For the first real big championship of the year. It is the Players, and our featured golfer coming off a very strong showing last weekend at the Arnold Palmer Invitational down at Bay Hill. This is going to be a real test of where you stack up in this rookie season, don't you think, Frank?
I certainly do, Rich. I mean, the who's who of golf are here on a golf course that has tormented so many players over the years. The fact that there's trouble, often on both sides of the fairway. These greens, they can be as quick as anything. And, of course, then you have to finish. And everybody knows how famous this finish here is at TPC Sawgrass.
So, Frank, another week here on the PGA Tour, and we take a look at our featured golfer today, the young rookie, still in search of that first win. But I'll tell you what, that had to be a great confidence boost last week. Didn't get the victory, but to be that young and in the hunt on Sunday, a lot of folks think a breakthrough might be imminent. What do you think?
I think so, Rich. The golf is good enough. I'm just concerned about how thick that brick wall is, because if you play this good and you get a few chances to win and you don't complete the job, your mind actually starts to get in the way.
That is well read. A terrific putt there to save par. And he'll stay at level par. A fine Thursday as we get rolling in this Players' Championship. The course in pristine condition. Frank, we hear so much about this golf course being one that favors accuracy over distance. Is that fair to say?
It is. Often we use the phrase, it favors no one. And I think that's the hardest part of the golf course. There's no stereotypical type winner here at TPC Sawgrass. It really is a good blend of just finding position on some holes. Then the longer hitters, well, they can take advantage. The new 12th hole, for example, the drivable par 4. There's some tweaks in the golf course, but still, they expose everybody long and short. And that's the beauty and, in some respect, the pain of this golf course.
And that will not make it to the pond. Poor result on the tee shot. Now he'll dig in with his second to the par 4.
Now, that was a tough shot coming out of the fairway bunker. So really, all in all, that's an excellent approach.
15 feet away. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. Frank, this is a hole that I really like. The 8th, 237-yard par 3, just a necklace of bunkers surrounding the green. What's the best approach?
Well, you come out through that chute or that hallway of trees there, and this being the longest of the 4 par 3s at TPC Sawgrass, the green actually plays much smaller than what it looks because of that narrow entry.
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Now a second to this par 3. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Frank, the 9th is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right and sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions. And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable.
Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony, and a great result in the fairway. Had half the equation on that shot. The distance, not quite the accuracy. Missed it a hair to the right.
Yeah, not quite a foul ball. Kept it in the ballpark, and, well, let's see how good you can chip.
3 under on the day. We start the inward 9 with a 424-yard par 4 dogleg left with trees on the right and a large bunker down the left. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
It's 125 yards left to the hole. The pin up front in the right-hand corner of the green.
This one looks right on point.
And showing no fear at all. Eagle at the previous hole, and look at this. This looks like a certain birdie.
Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. And he's going to get this to 7 under now. 2 shots off the lead. Final look at the opening round leaderboard. It shows our featured golfer just 2 back at day's end.
Makes that second round even more important, Rich. Don't want to get too adrift.
Okay. Sorry, I was in helping the wife help her make dinner. What I missed? I miss anything? No. Okay, cool. Nice. How the heck are you all doing? I hope everybody's doing great.
Trying but can't connect.
Uh-oh. The hell's the deal? Time to do the place, to have to turn your PlayStation on or whatever thing that was the problem last time, right? Your PlayStation was off?
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly
Either that or the
present the
intranets.
season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the home course of the PGA Tour, TPC Sawgrass, it's live second-round coverage of the Players. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Tommy Fleetwood is on top. He's at 9 under. Meanwhile, our featured golfer, definitely in contention, just one shot back at the start of play. We'll get out to the action here as we pick things up on the par 4 6th hole. Frank, day 2 here at TPC Sawgrass. We've been talking about our featured golfer and just how interested we are in seeing if they can improve on that tremendous first day. A day that found them up near the top of the leaderboard in their first ever appearance at this great championship.
They certainly took us by surprise, Rich. We looked at the favourites coming in, and that wasn't a name we were all talking about. But having seen the performance on day 1, prowess and putted well on a brand new set of greens for them, really. So I'm intrigued on what day 2 brings, because could you say lack of experience? All they have to do is replicate what they did on day 1.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. A little over 80 yards here as he gets set for his second.
Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
You betcha. What a roll there. That is in for a birdie. And he's got it to 2 under for the round. 9 under now for the tournament. Frank, what do you think of the 7th?
Interesting par 4 for 2 reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole that also shapes to the right, that makes it look like a dogleg right. But really, you want to play that tee shot just inside those pot bunkers down the right side.
Alright. Yikes, that's hot. That's hot. That's hot. Hot, 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 hot. Okay. Oh no, not in the bunker again. Get out of there. Dang it. I can't stay away from that bunker. That bunker's got a magnet in it.
It is in that long left side bunker here at 7. Need to be careful not to take much, if any, sand here. His second to this par 4.
Turkey. Oh. Huh? Yeah, big time. Hothead, hothead. Get up there, come on. Ship.
Not the best shot we've seen today,
It's a
but
ship.
when you consider that was set out of the fairway,
Ship.
it certainly gets a pass grade.
This would be a big bonus if it went in. More than likely just trying to get this one close.
What should do, boss? Really? This is weird. Come on now.
Good set of hands right there to get it that
What's up?
close from
What's everybody
that
doing?
far
What's wrong?
away.
What's the dealio? Because you're all hungry or what? Where's Teeks? Cheezel. Y'all are weird.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And it'll stay at -9. TPC Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Here at the 8th, Frank, most players are happy walking out of here with a par 3.
And the reason why, it's a very narrow entry to this green. It's just littered with bunkers around, left, behind, to the side, and even short. Once you get further up the green, though, even though this is sort of an undulating green, it starts to widen up. So don't get trapped into just looking at the front of this hole.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now, from the apron, second to the par 3. Yeah, that's well done. He's able to save his par. And he'll remain right where he is. Closing out the front side with the par 5, 583-yard 9th. Don't say this too often in this, the era of the long bomber, but this for most is actually a 3-shot par 5. You can get there in 2, but it requires accuracy and 2 enormous shots. Tee.
I don't know about that one. Ball in the first cut. Could have gone a little further down the fairway. But still, hey, what am I saying? In good place now. We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And this is a putt pros practice for hours, slightly uphill and dead straight.
Oh, needed just a little bit of a turn, but that will somehow stay right on the edge. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. So for our featured golfer, Frank, they're in good position here for the weekend. Just a couple of shots back of our leader.
Basically, it's just birdie, bogey, and they're tied. I think that's the way we've got to look at it come tomorrow.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live third-round coverage of the Players. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. England's Tommy Fleetwood is the leader. He's currently at 13 under. We head out to the course as we pick up the action on the tee at the par 4 fourth. Frank, it's day 3 here at the one and only Players Moving Day, as it's known. And as we look at our featured player in contention heading into the weekend, there's some big names on that leaderboard, but right now, hanging tough.
They certainly are. The type of golf that's required, Rich, you and I both know. Pete Dye, he wanted to test you physically, technically, and, of course, mentally. That's the big challenge. They've come through in flying colours the first 2 days, but today it's a little bit more of a mental challenge. What I would advocate is don't look at the leaderboard so much today. Saturday, it could be a long, drawn-out day, so just worry about your own golf.
So a fine Saturday here, Frank, and we start to think about what this weekend might hold in store for our featured golfer in the hunt here on the first page of the leaderboard, looking for that golden goose, a first PGA Tour win, and all that goes with it. In terms of nerves, I would have to think this is the most pressure-filled situation this young golfer has ever faced.
Without doubt, Rich. I think if you follow the maturation process, though, when you first turn pro, a new golf course every week, that takes a little bit of time to get used to. Now you start to see your name on the leaderboard. So if you follow the trend, this is where they should be.
Up next, the difficult dogleg right, par 4 fifth, the longest par 4 at TPC Sawgrass, measuring 471 yards. Well, that is right and way offline. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. It might be a tough shot coming up. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
124 yards to the front of this green. 137 is the number you'll need to get it all the way to the flag. Although the ball is sitting down a little in this rough, he's going to have to come in steep and dig it out.
Really nothing wrong with that approach shot. Just a little shy of where you'd like to finish up, but still, one good putt, maybe a birdie.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he'll move into red figures for the round at 1 under and 11 under for the tournament. Hole number 6, 393-yard, par 4. What's in store for us here, Frank?
Another one really where you're just trying to poke it down there. When you stand on that back tee, there's an overhanging limb that you just get an eye of. So if you try and hit that ball a little too low, that's going to encourage you to miss it.
All right, in the fairway. So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range. Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green. Here we go. This one for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And he moves to 2 under for his round. 12 under all told. Frank's 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. How do you break this one down?
Not overly long, 440 yards, but once again, it's a tee shot. If you're driving the ball well, that's fine. You just sort of blister it down there, but you're starting to lose one a little bit to the right. There's 3 pot bunkers there, and of course, if you're fearful of it going left, there's a canal all the way down the left side that'll get you.
Nope, that wasn't the right line, and he'll pay the price as this ball gonna run off the fairway and into the bunker.
There's a good strike out of the fairway bunker, but that green side bunker just lapped up that shot.
Got to fully commit to this one as he'll try again. Yeah, that'll do just fine. Had a pretty good run at that, and par should be pretty well within reach. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par, and he'll remain at -12. Frank 17 here at TPC Sawgrass gets all the attention when you look at the par threes, justifiably so. But number 8 is a daunting challenge in its own right.
It is, longest of the 4 par threes, plus it's just littered with bunkers around the side, the back, and the front.
Well, at least in the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain at 14 under. So for the golfer we've been watching, it will all be on the line tomorrow. It is a tie atop the leaderboard after 50.
Tied for first, entering the last round. Keith, where are you at? I need my support. Keith, where's my caddy? I need my caddy Keith with me right now for this last round. Keith, where are you? Come on. Last day of the tournament. Tied for first. Come on, man. I need some reads here. Where you at? Oh, this is huge. This is huge.
This was Swampland, a seemingly ordinary tract of land, no different from any other in this section of Florida. Today, this land will be anything but ordinary. Today, it will test the finest golfers in the world, eager to claim the sport's richest prize. This is the final round of the Players' Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live final round coverage of the Players. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, our leader, a man who's won here in Florida on the PGA Tour, Sungjae Im. He's currently at 16 under par. We'll head out to the action at the par 3, 13th. Sunday in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, final round of the Players. And Frank, no matter what happens today, it has been a tremendous run for our featured golfer here, the young rookie playing this event for the first time and up on the first page of the leaderboard with a chance to put a number up there and do something special.
And once you put a number up at the Players' Championship with all that water in play, it really does start to mean something more here than any other golf course. If they can just get through there, and as you just said, Rich, post a number, then you imagine what the leader's going to feel like when they've got all those dangerous holes to finish and your score is already posted.
Frank, 14 is so often a pivotal hole here at the TPC Sawgrass.
It is, Rich, and when you see a player hit 2 shots comfortably on this green, you think, what's all the problems about 14? But when you see someone stray left or stray right, you realize that 14 is a real bear. Nice long tee shot. Fairway does get narrow down there. A little unlucky to get into the first cut.
So now from that first cut, his second to the par 4.
A little long, as we can see, and a little to the right, but still makeable if you hit a good one.
He has a 12-footer here. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right. This is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on the screen, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole.
And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
Well, it's 128 yards left to the flag today, and the pin, it's in the front portion of the green.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And he'll stay right where he is. Frank, I think one of the things that fans love about this gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, each hole has that sort of hold your breath moment. Certainly 17, we know when that ball's in the air, you're holding your breath. Is it wet or dry? 16, same on that second shot. You're holding your breath wondering, where is it? Right in the water or left with a chance for 3?
That's why you don't want to get too sloppy on that tee shot. A lot of people look at 16 because there's a wide fairway and they think just get it down there. But the extra 10 or 15 yards, there's a little ridge down that left side. If you catch that, the ball will kick good 20 yards further forward. 20 yards is too close. I'd much rather go into 17 with a 4-iron than a 2-iron. I tell you, it is long and long. And that, with a little bit of breeze behind, it's long.
He rode the wind there to payday. He's going to have a good look coming up. Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. But that one had to feel good.
It struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an Eagle 3. Superb. Well, there's a moment every year, unlike any in golf. At 17, the shot is struck, and for a few nervous seconds, the ball, and oftentimes all your hopes, hanging suspended in midair. Wet or dry, victory or catastrophe. Sometimes it's that simple at 17. Oh, that's got to hurry. Oh, my goodness. Right after the eagle at 16, how do you follow it up? Tee shot in the lake here at the fabled 17. Just about 5-6 feet. You hate to have to grind for double bogey, but Frank, he better grind.
Yeah, I started the hole off poorly and real struggle here to finish.
Yeah, that one on target, though it is in for double bogey. And he's going to drop back to 14 under par. Now to one of the most spectacular finishing holes in golf. 462-yard par 4 18th at TPC Sawgrass. Water guarding the entire left side of the fairway. Mounds and trees lining the right, as picturesque and difficult as they come. Oh, how about the shape of that one? That took on the water, but it is going to wind up way down there. Beautiful tee shot at 18.
And final iron shot of the day, and it is one of the best we've seen here at the closing hole.
Should make this about 80% of the time. It's for birdie. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And that will make this a final round, 71. For our featured golfer, Frank, they gave it everything they had, but it's not quite enough. It'll be a runner-up finish.
Yeah, so close. If, buts, shoulds, coulds, we all know that. There's pain, don't get me wrong, but it was good watch.
Come go eat some food, and then I'll be right back. Just going to leave the stream up. You guys just hang out. I'll be back.
Eating some food BRB.
Okay, back. Sorry. Woo. Oh, well, since Keith didn't show up, I got second. That's what happens when your friend doesn't show up for you. I needed him, and he wasn't there. Let's see. Oh yeah, golfer. Do I have how many things do I have? 7. No, I still don't have enough. I need 8. Yeah, it seems good to me. Unless you see something better. It's not much. It's just vinegar, pepper, and... Is that it? Should be pretty straightforward with those ingredients. Leave you there by yourself. Change my mind. You let my soul.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the rugged Pacific coast of Oregon, it's opening round coverage of the Pacific Championship. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. Cameron Young from Wake Forest is your leader. He's got it going early at 7 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer, so close to victory last week, settling for second and playing extremely well. We get out to the play at the par 3 6th. Frank, our featured golfer here coming off a really strong performance at TPC Sawgrass. He really was able to feel sort of what it's like to be in that final round dogfight. How does that help a player as their career gets going?
I'll give you 2 reasons, Rich, why it helps somebody's career. The first one is it helps your confidence. And the second one, which I think is even so much more important, is the feeling that you belong.
That one gonna wind up smack dab in the middle of the green. So Frank, another week here on the PGA Tour, and we take a look at our featured golfer today, the young rookie, still in search of that first win. But I'll tell you what, that had to be a great confidence boost last week. Didn't get the victory, but to be that young and in the hunt on Sunday, a lot of folks think a breakthrough might be imminent. What do you think?
I think so, Rich. The golf is good enough. I'm just concerned about how thick that brick wall is, because if you play this good and you get a few chances to win and you don't complete the job, your mind actually starts to get in the way.
Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll stay at 1 over. We make our turn away from the ocean now and head to the par 4 7th. At 411 yards, it offers a nice wide fairway to sort of bomb away into. That will likely leave an uphill approach for the second to a green that is one of the more difficult on the course. Work this up that left-hand side. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. So a big drive and not much needed to carry here for his second. And that'll do just fine. Guns that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. The 8th hole is a par 4 at 385 yards. This one, similar in a lot of ways to the 3rd hole. The bigger hitters can easily clear those 2 fairway bunkers and, in theory, leave just a little pitch on for their 2nd. Is starting up the right side. That might have been okay if it stayed in that thinner rough, but I think this popped into that deeper area. So after the fortunate kick, his 2nd to the par 4.
And that's all set up by the big tee shot. You put yourself in that good of a position in the fairway just short of the green, and good things are bound to happen.
Yes, getting hot here just before the turn. That's birdies now at 7 and 8. Well, whereas the 8th was a short par 4, nothing short about our closing hole here on this front side. The par 5 9th topping out at 585 yards, the longest hole on the course. That said, birdie is certainly not out of the equation. That is, if you can avoid the pot bunkers in the landing area off the tee. Solid, a good drive in the fairway. It is one of the more satisfying shots in golf, isn't it? Downwind to a par 5 to 2nd, you knock it on. Chance for eagle.
Certainly shortens up the par 5, that wind at your back, Rich, but you can just surf the wind. Just let that ball carry and just sail towards the green.
Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. This would be a good way to finish off the front side. Okay, mission accomplished there. 2 putts and a birdie at the par 5. We begin the back 9 here at Bandon Dunes with a par 4 measuring out at 380 yards. It's yet another hole where that blue ocean catches your eye in the distance beyond. This hole, Fairly straightforward, but big hitters should take note of that pot bunker that sits about 30 yards short of the green.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
So now with the ball below his feet, got to be careful this doesn't go right. "15 feet away." Tough start to the backside, Frank.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well, too. You start losing confidence with the putter early on.
So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay at 2 under. The 11th here at Bandon Dunes at 452 yards, a par 4. The putt bunker left of the fairway is the main concern on the tee shot. From there, an uphill second takes you to a green that slopes away and back toward the ocean beyond.
That had to be in the rough the whole way. One more bounce back on the fairway.
A good break got him here. Now his second to the par 4. And that one going to be okay, although it does finish just off the green. Nope, didn't see the break, and that slides by to the left. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. And he's going to fall to 6 under par. This a good position to be in after day 1 for our featured golfer. Just a shot back and playing well.
Yeah, they're about.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Pacific Northwest and Bandon Dunes Golf Resort, live second-round coverage of the Pacific Championship. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. We've currently got a tie at the top of the leaderboard at 8 under par. We'll get right out to the action here as we head to the tee at the par 4 first. Frank, the calendar has turned to spring. Season's really about to kick into gear with the majors just around the corner, but it is worthwhile to start talking about that race for the FedEx Cup. And our featured golfer here to this point, holding firm on the first page of the points leaderboard, exactly the position you want to find yourself in as you're starting your career.
Well, starting your career and starting the class. If you can just hold this position, you have a sort of a race to be the FedEx Cup champion. And that's a big pot of gold for a start, but that also means that for 3 straight weeks, you beat the best players in the world. So there is a huge goal ahead for any player, let alone a rookie.
Okay, a well-played hole there. It is birdie to kick off the round. And on the heels of yesterday's 66, he'll get it to 1 under par for his round today. The second hole, a par 3 measuring 220 yards. In theory, it's a straightforward, the long par 3. 2 bunkers left and short shouldn't be in play, but the hole does play deceivingly uphill, so a solid strike is a must. Ooh. Now this one to pop up there and get rolling. Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. And he's going to remain 1 shot off the pace. We head to the third now, our first par 5 at 563 yards. Bunkers appear to be scattered on either side of the fairway, so accuracy is a must. This green is definitely reachable in 2, but it does run nearly 50 yards from front to back, so if your approach isn't on target, you could be left with a putt of better than 100 feet. one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker. Getting out more important than distance here as he readies his second. Yeah, that's a good shot. Sand takes away any chance of going for the green in two, but this is a nice recovery here to get back on track. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Just 5 feet left. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he's going to stay 2 back. Up next, we come to the par 4 fourth hole, which measures out at 443 yards. Beware that the rough is thick if you miss here, but a well-placed drive rewards you with our first real look at the Pacific, as you'll see that big expanse of blue and start to hear the crashing waves below. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Pin tucked in the back right here as he readies his second.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Oh, the pace perfect on that one. It's in for birdie. And he gets it to 2 under for today's round and 8 under for the tournament. On now to the number 1 handicap hole on the course. That is the 445-yard par 4 fifth. This one plays right along the bluffs of the Pacific. Keeping it straight here is the big key because trouble lurks on either side if your tee shot or your approach are wayward. And now our co-leader with problems here off the tee. That ball going to settle down into the thick stuff. Pretty shaggy lie here as he'll try to muster up something for his second. And that ball's trajectory definitely altered by the leaves, as that'll wind up in the heavy stuff. Fairly long 25-foot putt here. Smile, a very good putt there to save his par. And he's going to remain at 8 under. So our featured golfer here, pretty solid through the first 2 days, safely through to the weekend and squarely in the conversation.
That's right. Rich should get off to a good start tomorrow, throw a few birdies in early, and could make it extremely exciting come Sunday.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From picturesque Bandon Dunes on the Pacific coast of Oregon, it's live third-round coverage of the Pacific Championship. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. And the leader is Billy Horschel. He's got it to 14 under par. A little too much roll on the back end there, and this is going to wind up diving into the heavy stuff. So a fine Saturday here, Frank, and we start to think about what this weekend might hold in store for our featured golfer in the hunt here on the first page of the leaderboard, looking for that golden goose, a first PGA Tour win, and all that goes with it. In terms of nerves, I would have to think this is the most pressure-filled situation this young golfer has ever faced.
Without doubt, Rich. I think if you follow the maturation process, though, when you first turn pro, a new golf course every week, that takes a little bit of time to get used to. Now you start to see your name on the leaderboard. So if you follow the trend, this is where they should be.
Okay, that one finished off for a par, and he'll remain at minus 12. On to the 11th now, a par 4 at 452 yards. Best to keep it down the middle or to the right off the tee. That leads to an uphill second where you'll most likely have to take it right over that bunker that guards the front right portion of the green. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. Put himself in an excellent position. Keyboards, 88 yards. Really good opportunity here. Second shot.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he's going to get to within 2 of the lead as he moves to 5 under par. On to the par 3 12th hole. This is the number 18 handicap hole, so maybe that gives you a little reason for optimism. But par is not a bad score here as this measures out at 238 yards, the longest of the 4 par 3s. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. The rolling hills of Oregon provide the backdrop to this par 5 13th hole. At 553 yards, it is reachable in 2. Big dunes in the fairway could make the stance awkward for that second shot, but a big green... I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well. Now from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Hole in 2 on the par 5. Oh yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. So our featured golfer likely going to be doing a little tossing and turning tonight, working with a 54-hole lead and looking for that first PGA Tour win. Frank, dial it back. EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Bandon Dunes on the central coast of Oregon, it's live final round coverage of the Pacific Championship. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. The leader is the most recent gold medalist, Xander Schauffele. He's got it to 19 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer right there to begin this Sunday, currently just 1 shot off the lead.
Ball's back in the fairway. I guess it's better to be lucky than good.
Final round underway here, and Frank, you look at a golfer like the one we're going to be following today. Rookie on the PGA Tour, has not won yet, but squarely in the hunt here on a Sunday. What do they need to call on here to maybe take a run at winning this thing?
First and foremost, just play. Tee it up on that first hole, knock it down, hit it on the green. Never know, might make birdie, might make another one, might make 3, 4 in a row. You never know. And the leaders might falter. So at the end, you have to worry about what you can do. You make a little run, all of a sudden there's a chance, you see your name on the leaderboard. That puts pressure on everybody else. You don't have to worry about that. You do your job.
On now to the final par 3 on the course, the 15th, listed at 206 yards. Don't be lulled to sleep by the sound of crashing waves and seagulls. This hole can bite you, especially if you don't avoid that front right bunker, the deepest on the course. Yeah, very good shot, taking it in right of the hole, and a good look upcoming. A 9-footer now for his birdie. On point late here in the round. Birdies at 14 and 15. And that will catapult him into the lead with just the 16th, 17th, and 18th to play. Maybe the prettiest hole on the golf course, this par 4 16th. A plethora of options off the tee. Most end up deciding to see just how close to the green they can get it. Beware, though, of the ever-present Bandon Dunes pot bunkers, as well as some pretty thick gorse off to the right.
Well, I'm curious what sort of shot you're going to have from there, but one thing I do know, when you're on a tee box, you get a great lie.
Gonna have to take pretty much a full swing at this one with the putter, because this one is into the hill and the hole is cut back. well done. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16. And this is going to go down to the wire. It'll stay a one-shot lead with 2 to play. Feast or famine here on this par 4 17th at 405 yards. There are no good misses off the tee. Left has pot bunkers and thick gorse. Right with a long bunker and the side of a canyon to contend with. Best to just put one right down the middle, but that's easy for me to say.
That got a fortunate bounce. That'll be just fine.
So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Well, he's done the hard work, leaving the ball below the hole, but this one's going to require extra pace to get it all the way up to the top. Pretty straight overall.
He needs to slow a bit. Okay, that's still going to be a good 4 feet, though, coming back. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he'll stay at 20 under. On to the home hole to wrap up the round here at Bandon Dunes. And after battling to get here, isn't it nice to have a birdie hole to take you to the clubhouse? That's what we have with this 558-yard par 5. Simply avoid the bunkers off the tee, and you should have a good chance to reach this green in too. That was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker. Second now from the sand here at 18. Okay, that's a good safe play. Get it back out into the fairway. Get some distance if you can, and gets it to try and make a good third on this par 5.
That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Frank, that's just a really good putt right there.
Yeah, that's why you call lag putting. You get outside a certain distance, and really your mind has to be about 2-putting and not trying to be a hero.
Okay, a little disappointing here at the finish, but still a tie atop the leaderboard. So now it's just time to see what transpires. Oh, man, they just couldn't find a way to birdie that 72nd hole, Frank, and as a result, that par makes this a second-place finish, just 1 stroke. Now, from Olympia Fields Country Club, due south of downtown Chicago, this is EA Sports coverage of PGA Tour Golf. Alongside Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner, and partner, you and I have called a lot of rounds of golf through the years. I know there's always something that piques your interest. How about today?
Rich, every day brings you a challenge. What's the 30-footer that goes in? Maybe a drive gets right down the field. Do something special.
The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. And that'll do just fine. Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Yes, very well read. To 100 now for the day. Now to the 12th at 389 yards of par 4. This is not a hole for the Bombers as Butterfield Creek bisects the fairway. It's also not one to be wayward on off the tee, as the tree canopies and trunks often force punch-outs and layups when shots stray from the fairway. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4.
That's the benefit of really bombing a tee shot down there. Sets up a simple little chip and a birdie.
Okay, so that all set up with a big drive, then some handiwork around the green leading to that. Not much more than a tap-in 3. The 14th is a difficult one, a par 4 at 450 yards. A tee shot from an elevated tee leads to a fairway in a valley 30 feet below. Any miss left brings trees into play. Any miss right could be worse, with Butterfield Creek snaking its way down the right side before crossing the fairway further up. This starting toward the right side.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Third shot about 100 yards out.
Rich, a little bit of grass in between ball and grooves. There's nothing going to stop that. That's out of here.
That is a FedEx special right there, overnight air.
Now a 7-footer.
Yeah, that's a good escape right there. Out of bounds off the tee, but in the end, it leads to just the one drop shot. On to the 17th now. It's a par 4 at 455 yards. The creek we saw at 16 continues up the right side of this fairway, though the lone bunker left is a more frequent.
Bogey at the last and found the rough here. It's going to be a little bit of a shock on the momentum because it's going in the wrong direction.
Good soft hands. That is nicely done. Not a problem. That's in for birdie. And that score moves to 2 under par. Frank, you know what? I think about it. What is it we actually do? And it occurred to me at one point. I sit around